Hey. Welcome back to It's About Hockey, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mason, and guess what? We're talking about the elimination of the Winnipeg Jets to the Colorado Avalanche in 5 games. Colorado Avalanche fans, how are you doing? Let me know how you're feeling by smashing that like button and dropping me a comment. Oh, it must feel good. I am jealous. I haven't had a team in the playoffs in quite some time, but that one right there, that was a thing of beauty. Granted, I did have the Jets in my bracket winning this series, and I'm glad I am eating crow right now because I didn't think your team would be clicking as much as it is right now. I thought there might be a fall off, because you guys didn't end the season all that great, and then the last game against the Jets, it was a little worrisome. So, I had to use my judgment, but the Colorado Avalanche players woke up in the playoffs and they surprised the hell out of me. If you're not surprised, hit that like button. No, for real. If you guys, you guys have got a squad. So I can't be mad. It's a bracket. I don't care. On paper, the Jets were looking pretty fierce, but that's on paper. On paper, the Colorado Avalanche look pretty damn, I'd say about equals to the Jets. But man, dude, they look good on the ice. So yeah, we're going to talk about this game a little bit. We're going to talk more about the series than we did about the game. But so let's do the damn thing. Rantanen, he finally wakes up and starts clicking away for the elimination game. I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you fans. I'm happy for Rantanen. He was looking a little frustrated after missing that goal early, and was it the second period or the third period, or missing that pretty much open net. Snapped his own stick. You can tell the frustration was there. He was waiting to get one, and then he finally got one, and then he got another one. So that means, in my eyes, he's warming up. He got a taste of some playoff action. Some playoff goals. You guys just eliminated a really good team. Well, debatable good team in the playoffs. So he's another player on your team clicking. Watch out. If Duran starts clicking, comes back, starts clicking, I would not want to face you guys in the second round. We don't know who you're going to play in the second round yet. Either way, whoever you play is going to be a good team. But you got a couple days. You got I think almost like a week to relax, to rest up. The last thing the Colorado Avalanche need right now, if you're an opponent thinking about the Colorado Avalanche, the last thing you want to give them is some time to just chill, relax, nurse some injuries. Because you don't want fresh legs against this squad because they are fast. Really fast. Don't need to say anything about Nathan McKinnon or Kel McCarr. They're just freaking unicorns on ice, what everyone's calling them. But yeah, this game we're going to go over just really quick. Again, 6-3 final score. Was it one empty net? One empty net at the end. Yep. Some self goals, some own goals. Interesting, but it happens. Just kind of sucks that it happens in the playoff game, but you guys, Avalanche, they did their thing. They rebounded. I didn't think that was going to affect them pretty much at all. But going to the game, today's game, I was going to say this early in the video, but I thought this one was one of the most evenly matched games of the series. It was pretty well fought from both teams. It's just, when a team is playing on the ropes, you hate to see them play with desperation. Oh, that's my dog going off in the background. Dog screwed up my flow. But what I was saying is you hate to see a team play with desperation too late. Like, where was this desperation from the Jets in game 2, in game 3, in game 4? Like, it just always comes too late. Like, I don't get it. They played a really good game today. They were very physical today. They had more shots than the Avalanche did. They were pretty much dominant in the face-off circle, almost by 20%, right? Yeah, 20%. 1 for 2 on the power play. Didn't take stupid penalties today. Lots of hits. So it's just like, it sucks to see them play like they're supposed to play in an elimination game. Like, just play that way the whole series, and you don't know what it's going to happen. But I personally would have loved to see this thing go 7. But it is what it is. Avalanche fans, congratulations. Jets fans, karma's a bitch. I'm just going to say that. We're going to look at comparisons team to team. I looked at everything before this video. Just wanted to really compare. I'm actually going to refresh it really quick because right now you can see it's not refreshed. Hasn't refreshed yet. Sometimes it does take a little bit. Let's see if it did it yet. There we go. It has done it live on camera. It's refreshed. Good. I'm stoked to see that happen. I wanted to compare these two teams and just see how they matched up in these 5 games. We got the Colorado Avalanche on the right-hand side and the Winnipeg Jets on the left. Just going down the list, speed, I think that's kind of a given. I think we knew the Avalanche were a faster team. Not by much, but they were a faster team. Skating distance, not that really matters. I don't really take that into account. I don't think anyone's really cares too much about that. The only thing people would care about that is if they skate more, are they going to be tired later down the road? But the Avalanche didn't seem to affect them at all. They were just a fast team the whole series. Shot speed, again, I don't really take that into account. I don't think that's going to affect much. It might affect the goalies. It's definitely going to affect players who block shots by standing in front of those things. Again, top speed. I don't really care about that. That's, if you care, congratulations. I don't. What I do care about is these two statistics at the end of this. So, like I said, we got Colorado on the right and the Winnipeg Jets on the left. As far as shots on goal, I think it was pretty evident during the series. Colorado, every video we've talked about how many shots they've had, they smoked the Jets. I think up until this game, it was pretty even. I think maybe game 1 and this game, it was relatively even, but everything in between, it was all Colorado. And it reflects on the stat sheet. Shots on goal, 104 to 153. That's pretty much a whole. If this was a regular season game right here, to break down the difference between this, that's 49 shots. If you in a typical game, let's just say not the Avalanche, let's say like the Sharks and the Kings, or and just any kind of average in the middle team, that's 2 games worth of shots for another team in the regular season. So Colorado smoking them in the shots. That's not a hidden secret. It's just, again, this is the end of the series stats, and that's very interesting. Goals, I believe there's probably more goals here. It might not update all the way, but again, Hellebuck, not too great than that. Unfortunate for him, unfortunate for the Jets, but you got the short end of the straw there. Colorado Avalanche, you got Hellebuck rattled, and you guys got the series because of that. Shooting percentage, again, you guys got them by like 3.5, almost 3%. But looking at the shooting where most of the shots were taken from the Colorado Avalanche, this is a scary stat to me. Because if you look at it, I'm not sure how well you guys can see. I'm looking at my screen here. You guys got a lot of shots everywhere. And that was really evident during this whole series. Anytime Colorado had a shooting lane, they were taking that opportunity. Everything was going on net. So it doesn't really surprise me to see this, but it does surprise me in the fact that there is like really no lack of shots anywhere, if that makes sense. Yeah, over the blue line, these are kind of dump ins. You know, if you dump in on that counts as a shot. The only place you guys didn't shoot one was looks like the bottom right corner, which is, you know, whatever. uh, but looking at the Winnipeg Jets, you can see the mismatch easily. I mean, 45 shots in front of the net in this little triangle here in front of the net for the Colorado Avalanche, and then 21. That's, you know, more than double. Again, these are the greasy areas. You got players on the Avalanche who can get dirty in front of the net and aren't afraid to take the shots in this little area, and it definitely reflects. What else do we got here? I'm going to move on from this. This is just, to me, this is just a really dominating performance right here. Compare these two. Again, not very many shots in the middle, but man, this is the bread and butter right here for the Colorado Avalanche. And again, it was very evident this whole series. They were not gun shy whatsoever. This one, offensive zone time right here. You can see very clearly, and you might have not have seen it during this the series played as they were playing out, but it felt like the Jets had their moments, and sometimes it felt like a sustained moment. But this right here is telling us we might have been tripping a little bit, because Colorado held the offensive zone 43% of the time. Let's call it 44. Defensive zone 39%. So they were out of there pretty quick. So that transition from defense to offense was very, I mean, it doesn't say like by how much percentage wise. Let's say the difference is between 5%. But that jump, those fast breaks, I think I want to give that 5% just to Nathan McKinnon alone. That dude is a beast when he gets that puck in the neutral zone. There really is no stopping him, and good luck hitting him, because the dude can hit back too. So again, I think that 5%, I'm just going to put that on Nathan McKinnon alone. Dude is a savage, and he's one of the reasons why I am stoked to see you guys move on. Let's go look at the players. Now, this is where Jets fans, you're not going to be happy if you're even watching, if you made it this far. Your top scorers, kind of like I don't expect anything different here. You know, I would have expected to see a little bit more goal scoring, but you guys were playing from behind most of the series. So, you know, when you're playing from behind and that defense tightens up, I don't expect, you know, the top goal scorers to get many opportunities. Kyle Connor, Josh Morrissey, Mark Scheifele, those are the names we all kind of know. No real hidden pop outs for the playoffs. No, there's usually that one player on a team that gets hot towards the end of the year and carries that into the playoffs. Again, I didn't watch too much of the Jets, but these are the names I'm used to seeing on this list. And again, nothing's really popping out for me saying that, hey, this is something, you know, unexpected or whatever. But again, I expected to see these names on the list. You know, I kind of expect to see some more goal scoring from the top three. But again, granted, this series was very close. So or not very close, but very, it was high scoring at moments, and it just didn't, it seemed like, oh, we're going to get to it. I'm just going to move on from that. Forget this thought. All right. This is the big one. Very, very poor performance from Connor Hellebuyck. I don't know what is happening to him in the playoffs. This kind of has me worried a little bit for Team USA, if he is Team USA's goalie. This is the playoffs in round one. The Olympics are a different animal, and you're playing superstar teams, and I can't imagine Team Canada, what they're going to look like. So if Connor Hellebuyck is the number one for Team USA when it comes to Olympics or any international play, I think I'm leaning towards Ottinger at this moment right now. Granted, Hellebuyck is a great goalie, but, you know, this 5.23% goals against average is a little worrying. Save percentage, 0.870. Not great. Again, you can just look at this number right here. It tells you everything you need to know about the playoffs. Defenseman, I'm not going to go over defenseman. Don't really care about that. Points wise, Josh Morrissey dominated that. Like I said, he was in the goal scoring up here. So not surprised to see him on the list. Compare that to the Avalanche. This is where it is very interesting. We're going to look at points. Let's look at goals, actually. Nichushkin. I hope I got that right this time for all the Avalanche fans out there, but dominated this series, putting up 7 goals, one with a hat trick, so let's just take half that off for one game, but still holding his own, putting up points, or putting up goals for sure. Lehkonen with 5, Cale Makar with 2, Rantanen finally got his 2, Nathan MacKinnon with 2. I honestly thought Nathan MacKinnon would get a little bit more in this series, but at the end of the day, I don't think the dude cares. He just seems like he's a winner, or he wants to win. So it's just going to take him maybe this next series to take it up a notch and get more goals in the net. But either way, dude contributes to this series and this team very well. I'm not even going to think too much about it, because when he's on the ice, he is a factor. Teams recognize when he's on the ice, and if they have to shut him down, I'm sure he's happy with it to allow his other fellow teammates to rack up those goals. It reflected really well in the series. So again, I'm not tripping about it. I'm just surprised. I thought maybe he'd be up here a little bit more, but only with 2 goals, it's all sometimes you need. It's whatever. Gorgiev, I know it was shaky in the start. The first game was shaky, and then the start of game 2 was shaky. But after I forget who was yelling at him. Was it Lehkonen? It was Lehkonen or Rantanen. I can't remember who it was. But that seemed to shift a little bit there. I mean, that was interesting. I'm not going to go too much into it because who knows what was said, but interesting. But after that, it seemed like everything just started clicking for him once he got back home, back to Colorado, and got that crowd behind him. Things seemed to change for him and for the better for you guys. Obviously, he's played good. He's got to step it up to the next level. If you guys played Colorado, or if you guys played Vegas, that team is going to come in hot for sure. So Gorgiev, he still worries me a little bit. I'm not sure how you Avalanche fans are feeling about Gorgiev. Let me know in the comments, like, how you guys felt about his performance in this series. I know it was, I would say it was mid-tier at best. It could be better, but this 3.3 against, I think that's going to have to come down a little bit in the next series. But, who knows where you guys are playing. Save percentage 900. Like I said, get you by, got you by in 5. So I know he's going to be like the coaching staff, goaltending coaching staff is going to be working with him a little bit more going into this next couple of days in practice. I would like to see this number drop down the next series. But again, depending on who you guys play, it could be another shootout. It could be another 5-5 game or a 5-4 game, 6-4, that type of series. So who knows? Again, I would still like to see this number drop. I'm sure you guys would too. Defenseman, Cale Makar, killing it. Again, I can't say enough about this dude. Dude is a freaking animal on the ice, racking up 9 points. Tays behind him with 5, Manson 5, and then Sherrard with 1. So your top 3 right here, doing what they need to do. You can't be mad at any of this at all whatsoever. So Avalanche, again, comparing these stats to how Winnipeg did, it was pretty obvious in the series. You guys smoked them pretty much in every aspect. I think except for that game 1, it was a shootout that in that game. But other than that, when you guys rebounded, came back, I was feeling like it was going to shift. The tide was going to shift, and we saw that in game 3. And you saw my video, obviously. If you haven't seen it, you can go back and watch it. If you did watch it, thank you. What else we got here? Looking at the power play, that was the other thing I wanted to look at, because the Jets were taking stupid penalties, and this is where the Colorado Avalanche were beating them up. Like, just any opportunity they had, anyone who has an opportunity on the power play, you're going to take advantage of that. Winnipeg just kept giving up opportunities to Colorado. Like, they just could not keep a cool head. This is Winnipeg. Let's go over to the Colorado Avalanche, and just so we're talking about the power play they had. Look how many power plays they had. They had what? 2, 6, 12, 13, 16, right? I got my math right. 2, 6, 12, 13, 16. Yeah, so they had 16 opportunities throughout the whole series. They capitalized on pretty much. How many did they get here? They got goals for 2, 2, 6. So they got 6 goals. So they're about 50% on the power play this whole series. Just about. You can't give a team like Colorado Avalanche with that amount of players, that amount of skill, the opportunity to score, because they're going to eat you alive, and they did in this series. looking at Winnipeg's, they got, how many did they get here? I think they got like 17, 2, 4, 6, 9, 13. I'm sorry, 13. And they got 3 goals out of that. So I don't even know what the percentage is on that, but it's low. I think it's like 20% or something like that, or a little bit low, 20%. Colorado showing, again, not super disciplined. I think some of these power plays, I don't know if they're taking into account like the scrums at the end of games or not. But I think that's where the Avalanche are going to need to tighten up against the next series, because whoever they're going to play, again, next series has a pretty good power play too. Vegas and Dallas have very good power plays. So that could be one thing to keep an eye out in the next series moving forward. So again, all in all, great series. Again, I didn't think it would be over in 5. I really thought this was going to be more competitive for you guys and for hockey fans. I thought this was these playoffs we're going to see a lot of game 7s. It doesn't seem to be shaping up that way, and I don't know what it is. Kind of disappointed in this playoff so far, just like a little bit. But these series aren't over yet, so we don't know. Nashville just won tonight. That could possibly go 7. Who else we got? I think Edmonton series might be over. And then Vegas and Dallas at least on the western side of things. That could go, 7 easily. So whoever you guys are waiting for, you got time. You got time to rest up. You got time to tighten these things up. Again, the coaching staff, I know they look at all these things. They have even more in-depth things than this. So there's probably some stuff we're going to see some adjustments, I would assume, depending on who their opponent is. But again, Colorado Avalanche and Colorado Avalanche fans, you guys, for one, I'm super stoked you guys have that barn rocking like you guys did when you guys did your cup run. That is a sick atmosphere. I'm excited for you guys. You guys got a great team in front of you. I'm excited to watch your team go and see how far they go. The next round could be very interesting. Again, you guys, if you've seen my bracket, you know who I picked. So I would like to see my bracket continue, at least with that winner. But, if you guys get past it, I wouldn't be mad, because your team is full of freaking all-stars and they're all playing great. Like I said, once Rantanen's got his taste and he gets going more and more, and then once McKinnon picks up, oh man, that is going to be a force to be reckoned with. Very good series. I am stoked for you guys, and I'm looking forward to seeing who you guys play. Jets fans, karma is a bitch, ain't it? All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. I know this is a little bit of a long one, but we had to talk about this series. Again, Colorado, your team is dope. I don't have any Colorado Avalanche swag other than my old starters. I might have to go in storage and pull those things out, but I'm repping you guys right now. I'm eating my own crow. I did pick the Jets to win this series. But again, you guys proved me wrong. I'm just basing that on how you guys performed towards the end of the year. But holy hell, did you guys flip that switch? And I'm super stoked to see it. I hope hockey fans out there are able to watch these games. Because I think you guys are Mountain Time, so it's a little bit late on the East Coast. And I hope people are staying up to watch you guys, because we are seeing some crazy good talent happening right now in these playoffs from your Colorado Avalanche. I wish this would have went 7, just because of how talented both these teams were. But Colorado Avalanche threw the dice, and this is how it came up, and I can't complain about it whatsoever. If you guys are new to the channel, please consider liking this video. Please consider subscribing to this channel. My channel has been growing through these playoffs, and I really do appreciate everybody's likes, everyone's comments, any kind of feedback you guys can give me to help improve these videos. I would love to do this more and do this more in depth. I wish I could show highlights without getting flagged, but that's kind of part of this, what this is. So if you guys do like this kind of content, please let me know. I really do appreciate it. Any followers, subscribers, I should say, are greatly appreciated. Like I said, I am a small creator in a big space. There's a lot of hockey content coming out right now. So I'm competing for for some attention to grow this thing. And if you guys are choosing to watch my content, I really do appreciate it. I'm a hockey fan since freaking, I don't know how old I am. I'm 36 now. I think I started watching hockey when I was 35. So this is a great passion of mine. Obviously, I hope you guys can tell that this is a passion of mine. I love talking hockey. I love watching hockey, and I love watching NHL playoffs. There is one thing I want to end this thing with, though. I just want to play this because it's a little ironic, right? Oh, that's a bad look, Jets fans. Go Avs, go. See you guys around 2.